Hello, little friends. I am George H.W. Bush, a former president of the great nation you live in. Back in my day, in 1989, I said something special about a wonderful group of people in our country. I said that Hispanic Americans have enriched our nation beyond measure, with the quiet strength of closely knit families and proud communities. But wait, what does Hispanic mean? And why do we celebrate them for a whole month? Come along, let's find out together. Hispanic refers to the delightful cultures and splendid people connected to Spain and Spanish-speaking countries. They brought colorful traditions, tasty food, and so much more to America. To honor them, every year from September 15th to October 15th, we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. What is the history and celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month? Now, let's dig into some history. Hispanic Heritage Month didn't just pop up overnight. It all started in 1968 when it was officially recognized in the United States. In 1968, U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson proclaimed Hispanic Heritage Week. The push to recognize the contributions of the Hispanic community had gained momentum throughout the 1960s when the civil rights movement was at its peak, and there was a growing awareness of the United States' multicultural identities. Later, in 1988, President Ronald Reagan expanded it to a month-long celebration. The National Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated in the United States, Canada, and Latin America. The 30-day period aims to celebrate the culture, achievements, and contributions of American citizens with Hispanic roots.
Now, let's make a journey through time and space to meet some super cool Hispanic Americans. Can you guess who they are from the hints? Let's start the game. Our first hero is someone who stood tall for the workers in the farms, ensuring they were treated well and paid fairly. He believed in nonviolence and worked alongside a powerful woman to create a big union for farm workers. Who do you think this incredible person is? It's Cesar Chavez. Cesar Chavez wasn't just a hero for the adults. He started learning about the difficulties farm workers faced when he was just a little older than some of you. Growing up, he worked in the farms too, where he dreamed of a world where all workers were treated fairly. And you know what? He used nonviolent protests, leading marches, boycotts, and hunger strikes to make that dream come true. He teaches us that no matter how young we are, we can dream big and work hard to achieve it. Imagine being in a courtroom, wearing a judge's robe, and making big decisions for the country. This person broke barriers as the first Hispanic woman to become a Supreme Court justice, and she was appointed by a president whose name rhymes with Obama. Who could it be? It's Sonia Sotomayor. From the vibrant neighborhoods of the Bronx, New York, Sonia Sotomayor rose to become a brilliant lawyer, a remarkable judge, and finally a Supreme Court justice, making decisions that affect all of America. She shows us that with determination and hard work, we can reach the stars and maybe even sit in the judge's seat one day. And you know what's super cool? She has a thing for Nancy Drew books. She loved solving mysteries as a kid, just like the famous detective. Next is a powerhouse lady who fought bravely for farm workers' rights, walking shoulder to shoulder with our first hero. She is known for her rallying cry,
Sí, se puede.
which means yes, we can. Do you know who? It's Dolores Huerta. Dolores Huerta was more than just a hero. She was a force of nature. Working hand in hand with Cesar Chavez, they changed the world for farm workers. She even met with presidents and convinced them to help. From her, we learn that yes, we indeed can do anything if we stand up for what is right. Swinging from the baseball field right into people's hearts, this man was a legendary baseball player from Puerto Rico. He not only won awards but won hearts with his humanitarian efforts, always helping others. Guess who? Roberto Clemente. Roberto was not just a superstar on the field, but also a champion in real life. He used his fame to help others, especially in Latin American and Caribbean communities. Sadly, he died in a plane crash while helping earthquake victims in Nicaragua, teaching us that being a hero sometimes means making the ultimate sacrifice. Last but not least, we have a real star who soared high up into space, becoming the first Hispanic woman astronaut. She is not just an astronaut but also a brilliant inventor. Who is this superstar? Ellen Ochoa. Ellen Ochoa flew aboard a spaceship, not once, but 4 times, zooming among the stars. She was not just content with being an astronaut. She also became a scientist and invented smart systems to make things work better. She shows us that the sky is not the limit, but just the beginning. So, little friends, these wonderful people show us how with hard work and big hearts, we can achieve our dreams and help others. Let's celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month with joy, remembering the beautiful stories of these super cool heroes.
If you like our video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you and goodbye.